2.5, the returning world champion. Rattled the 52 kilo class at the first Sheffield. Claimed a couple world titles since then.
Yeah, and the last couple of years not having to take her third deadlift, you know, which I said maybe today she might have to. Will be interesting to see, but she has been dominating this class for the last few years.
Recently made a move to Thailand for some training.
Yeah, a little trickier than we're used to seeing Evie's opener, but she can certainly grind through squats. We know that.
In prep, I saw her take 165 for a double. Now that's before the... Evie has gone as high as 172 and a half.
The only other athlete in this flight with a better deadlift is Farhana, who is the world record holder. So we'll likely have the last say out of herself and Megan.
And these are not very tidy squats coming from Evie today.
No, they're a little bit scrappy, but to be honest,
yeah,
as long as she gets them up.
The facial expression was overly enthused herself. You're right. As long as she's adding the 2.5, we're very close. We're really going to know if she's at her top end today or not, depending how this moves.
Yeah.
She could spare a couple kilos here and there.
And she jumped 2.5 kilos, so like you said, feeling like she's at her top end. The extra couple of kilos will certainly help, but she doesn't lose out on too much should she not get this.
Okay, so here's a bit of a discussion, Amelia. She not only did not load her top end, she loaded a little less and missed. Is this an opportunity here for Megan Lee Smith?
I think it might be, just in the case that if Megan gets hurt, so that
Really?
does beg the question. Yeah, unfortunately, I think for lifting, we weren't able to see that, but I did peek over the jury's shoulders. They all seem to agree, unfortunately. If they've come for a bench medal, you know, the question is, do they go up or do they retake?
Yeah, we'll have to pay attention to body weight. If she retakes and makes the jump to 100 kilos, she might get a bench medal. 102.5 for EVIE Corrigan. Nice opening bench for Evie. She's hit 107.5.
Yeah, not so far away from that with her opener.
.105 for EVIE Corrigan. 2.5 kilo conservative jump. Top end is 107.5, so it makes sense.
On prognosis, only 5 kilos currently separating Megan and Evie.
Looks like a second attempt should.
That's a good lift. Yes, very consistent. She's so relaxed on that platform.
Bar's loaded. Bar is loaded. Joaquin, get ready.
This will equal her personal best.
She needs every kilo she can. Megan Lee Smith is close behind. She's not a world champion for no reason.
Yeah, when she needs it, she has it, and that's why she's EVIE Corrigan.
Hannah Farid. Evie probably feeling the pressure more than she has done for a little while now.
No question. I mean, you had previously mentioned Evie never had to come out for her last deadlift in any of her outings as a 52. That is not going to be the case today. Going to be an interesting plane ride back to New Zealand. Well, Evie's actually in Thailand now. New Zealand wasn't big enough for both of them.
Oh,
Nice, yeah.
that was easy.
Convincing. Convincing.
It was, and I've got to say, it looks like Evie could make a slightly larger jump more comfortably than Megan.
Well, Megan put in a 10-kilo jump, which is going to be equal to her previous personal best. It's going to say a lot. Megan is definitely going all in. And dare I say, Evie needs this.
Yeah, she absolutely does. Not only needs this, but probably the next one based on how Megan's moved.
How crazy is it? But here we are.
She will be able to see what Megan does for her third before deciding what she takes. That is the advantage. The bigger puller. There we go.
Yeah, the battle continues. She's got a smile on her face, but she's going to have to remove it. It's not over yet, and we never have to see Evie come out for a third in this kind of pressure in the 52-kilo class.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if
205, and this is a must-hit for Evie. It's all come down to this.
Will the crown remain on Evie's head, or will she pass it on to her teammate, Megan Lee Smith? It all lays on this final deadlift.
Oh, the finest writers in Hollywood couldn't have penned this one any better, could they? And it's all up to Evie to write the final chapter. As she rises to the occasion once again, EVIE Corrigan in her finest hour.
And this one might just taste a little sweeter.
Absolutely.
Absolutely incredible. We said it was going to be close, and it was right until the final pull and the first